Hey, hello guys, welcome back to my channel. What are you guys up to this evening, this Wednesday evening? I hope you guys are doing well. Who's in the chat room today? Who's here? Don't be shy, say something. So I just want to say welcome to Chit Chat with Princess2goddess. This is just an opportunity for me to just have some chit chat time with the audience and just to be able to commune back and forth or whatever. I do give a few updates and stuff like that and some tips here and there. So, for starters, I just want to let everyone know that I did do a photo shoot yesterday. It was super long, like it took all day. I ended up in a strip club. If you are on my Snap, hey Chris Sadler, if you're on my Snapchat, you will see that I ended up in the strip club yesterday. So yeah, that happened. Yeah, so if you want to follow me on Snapchat, make sure that you look in the description to get that. My ID is Princess2goddess. So it's Princess, the number 2, and then Goddess with a Z, not 2 S's, but with a Z on Snapchat, okay? But if you want to see those pictures from the photo shoot that I did yesterday, is super sexy. Yeah, it's really sexy. Probably one of the most sexiest photo shoots that I've done so far. So far, I'm telling you, it's gonna get hotter. So you better check them out while you can, okay? Hey, Chris, how you doing? I was just telling everybody about the photo shoot that I did yesterday. No, you didn't miss Lewis. I'm here. I'm here. Okay, but so I'm going to be releasing those photos on Instagram, though. I won't, snap is snap. You can't really release photos that you've previously taken on Snap. So if you want to see the photos from the really, really sexy photo shoot that I did yesterday, make sure that you are following me on Princess2goddess Music. I will not be releasing those pictures on Princess2goddess 100 because again my Princess2goddess 100 Instagram account is for relationship advice, dating tips and stuff like that, self-improvement. It's more focused around that. And my Instagram, my Princess2goddess Music Instagram is more so like lifestyle and photo shoots and music and stuff like that. So if you're really interested in seeing the type of creativity that I like to get into, then yeah, hit me up over at Princess2goddess Music on Instagram. Okay. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, I posted the last video that I posted was how to be alone without being lonely. I wonder, did you guys get to see that video at all? Did anybody get to see that video? Hey Joe, hey John Brown, how you doing? I love you too, baby. Mwah. How you doing? Paul, hey, how you doing? Yes, hit the like button. Hit the like button. And if you're not subscribed, I don't know why you wouldn't be subscribed already, but make sure you're subscribed. And I keep telling you guys to go over to Instagram. Go over to Instagram. Go there and add me on Instagram. Okay. But anyway, so I did the last video I did was how to be alone without being lonely. And it was inspired by a client that had come into the office that was really really upset about a relationship that had really gone sour. So I got on and I did some, gave some tips on that, but I've also been working behind the scenes to create a free course for individuals who need a little bit more of hands-on experience with being alone. Okay, and the reason why I wanted to give more of a hands-on experience with being alone is because it seems to be that a lot of depression and anxiety And just a lot of emotional stability as human beings that we're feeling is because we're not able to stabilize our own emotions. We don't know how, we don't know what that looks like. And once we do know what it looks like, it's kind of hard to push forward like that, you know. So it is a free course. I know that in the video I didn't say that, but it's a free course, and I think it'll be very, very beneficial to people who are really struggling with, you know, just not having a partner right now, not being in a relationship, feeling like they're not being fulfilled because they don't have anyone. Okay, you know, John, I try to, you know, I try and do what I can. Okay, I do. I try. Okay, so what's going on with you guys? I will be posting a tarot reading, love reading. Well, it's not really okay. Let me explain. Okay, I'm glad you brought this up. I am not a tarot reader, and I know a lot of people get like all spooked out about like tarot cards and stuff like that. It's not a big deal, trust me. Um, so basically, what I do is I couple like relationship advice and relationship like coaching and consulting with with how else can I with how do I say this, like spiritual advice. Okay, I guess if that's what you want to call it. I mean, people get all weird with the word spiritual, you know. So yeah, but basically it's just I get a better insight into your relationship without you having to explain it to me. There you go. That's one of my gifts. I'm very intuitive and I'm an empath. And so one of the services that I provide is the opportunity to be able to get love relationship advice as well as you know, the reading, so that you know what's going on. Things that you need to be revealed to you can also be revealed to you in addition to getting that relationship advice. Okay, so don't be afraid of tarot. I mean, I'm not a tarot reader. You know, I'm a channeler. I channel, you know, messages and stuff like that. So if that is something that you're interested in, I always leave that type of information in the description box below. Okay, so if you're interested, just let me know. um who's all on here? Yo, you guys are so cool. You guys are so cool. Okay, what else do I have to tell you? Yeah, I'll probably be posting that video tomorrow, so you can look out for that video tomorrow. um yeah, pretty much. So I'm just on here with you guys. So if you guys don't say anything, I mean, so just speak. You can speak. It's okay. Don't be afraid. You want the perfect pickup line. The perfect pickup line. Okay, so let me explain. The perfect pickup line. I seem happy today. Oh, thanks, Lewis. I am. You know what? It's been a long time coming. You know, I have my problems too. Out of a 10-year marriage, need help. Yeah, I feel you. Look, hit me up. I have appointment. There's an appointment link in the bottom. Yeah, but no, I have my own stuff too. Like I go through stuff too. That's how, coupled with the training that I have, you know, I do have my master's degree in counseling, so I'm not just out here running my mouth. um, so coupled with my training and my own life experiences, along with my ability to, you know, I have like certain gifts that I have, like all that coupled together allows me to bring you the messages that I'm able to bring you about sexuality and about relationships. Okay. Um, okay, so let me tell you about pickup lines. Pickup lines are expected. Okay. A lot of people are afraid to use a pickup line because they feel like, oh my God, it's so cliche. he or she's going to notice right away when I say it, right? Okay, that's true, but it's almost like, especially with a woman, it's almost like, give me your best line. Like, give me your best shot. Like, start with your best shot. Don't start small. John, what do you say? Yes, but got true came others over work. Yes, some people, yeah, they do too much. But okay, so but listen, listen. All right, so when you're picking up a girl, like, she's expecting for you to say something spectacular. She's expecting for you to say something she's never heard before, or she's expecting you to be honest. Okay, so those regular pickup lines that y'all come up with, I don't know what pickup line do you normally use. I can tell you, while I'm waiting for you guys to respond, I can tell you some of the ones that I've heard that are not that great. I think I gave you an example yesterday of a pickup line that's not so great, like, hey beautiful, what's going on? The hey beautiful, what's going on? Let me tell you who hey beautiful what's going on is gonna work on. A woman who is not as secure with who she is. That's who that's gonna work on. And you're gonna keep picking up damsels in distress. You're going to keep picking up women that don't have their own sense of self, because if you're saying to her, hey beautiful, what's going on, and she's like, oh my god, like drowning in this this energy you just created for her, and she's not able to create her own securities, what you're doing is picking up people that you're going to constantly have to feed your energy to. You're going to constantly have to tell her she's beautiful for for everything to work, and you're going to constantly have to tell her, yeah, I like what you're wearing. You're going to have to constantly do those things. So make sure your pickup lines are going to attract the person that you want. Okay. And so with that, one of the best pickup lines I can think of is, hi, my name is blah blah blah. If you're in a bar, can I buy you a drink? Okay. Hey, my name is blah blah blah. Can I buy you a drink? Or what you drinking? Okay. That's like, oh, okay. And then from there you kind of like slow pace it. You know what I'm saying? But if you do not happen to be, if you're not in a bar and you're not buying a drink or anything like that, you can just say, I don't know, you can say something. You have to like relate it to what's going on. Like, you just kind of have to be creative. Look at what she's wearing. You can compliment her on something she's wearing, but make it flow into what's happening. Don't start out with a compliment. I would say don't start out with a compliment, because it might come off as you trying to be too cheesy. Chris Saller says, in my experience, when I've shown my emotion sensitivity is taken as a weakness. I'm not saying be sensitive and emotional. That's not what I'm saying. No, you need to have swag. You need to have swag and confidence, okay? You're not being sweet. No, that you be sweet later. When you picking up the girl, she need to know that it's like you need to show her some, like, that you can be protective and that you can take initiative and have authority too, but at the same time you're not overbearing. That's what you really want to try and convey and show up front when you're trying to pick up a girl. She doesn't want you to be too sweet unless she's looking for somebody to walk over, and to do whatever she wants you to do. But no, you're not trying to be sweet or appear weak at all. What you're trying to do is give off confidence and swag, and the fact that you are, a whole person, and that you're not going to be codependent on them and bat crazy. Okay. Anyway, I know. Okay, so I know it's confusing. You see what I'm saying? I cannot just sit here and explain this to you. It's like phases. There are things you have to understand. There's things you have to know, which is why I'm starting to create courses, because I cannot sit here and explain this to you in 30 minutes. Like, I don't, like, we would be here all day if I could explain to you from start to finish exactly how to pick up a girl. It's like different cues you gotta look for. You gotta look, you know what I'm saying? You need to know when to back off or step it up or change the subject. You know, there's certain cues you have to watch for, and it's really meticulous. I'm just gonna tell you that. But it's worth it. Let me tell you why it's worth it. Because if you don't do the work to get the type of person that you want, you're gonna end up with anybody. You know, you're just gonna be like, oh well, I don't know how to get the person I want, so I'll just take what I can get. And then you end up falling in love with somebody that's going to break your heart, or not even falling in love at all, but just settling because you want to be with somebody, and then you end up unhappy. And then you could miss all the opportunities of actually being in a relationship with somebody that might come along that might actually make you happy. You'll miss that opportunity because now you shacked up with somebody you didn't even want to be with in the first place, you know? So be patient. Be patient. It's like finances, okay? If you want to be rich, if you want to make money, you have to study that thing. You know, you have to find out what you need to do, what resources you need, you know? So, oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I keep hitting this thing. So it's just like that. Relationships are just like that. You cannot expect to not have to invest some time and some attention into learning how to get into the best relationship for you. If you think about it, business, like what you do for a living and who you are with really kind of defines your life. Like everything that you're gonna do, it's gonna have to you're gonna have to pass through that person, or they're gonna you know what I mean? So important decisions in your life, all of that. So don't skimp out on finding the right person for you, because if you do that, boy, you gonna be in a heap, a world full of, you think you're in a bad situation now, get with somebody that's not for you and see how they turn your world upside down. Okay, it's that serious. Oh my God, Chris, I would chat for y'all. Oh my God, 2 hours, that's a long time. I would, but I have other things to do. I agree with Chris, your chat too short. You're giving good advice. Well, if y'all start throwing some super chats in here, I might stay a little longer then. I'm just saying. Yes, Lewis, being with the wrong person is terrible. I've been with the wrong person a few times, so I totally get it. What, 2 hours? No, I have something to. Okay, oh no, I'm not finna let y'all talk me into this. This is ridiculous. Oh my gosh. Well, you better ask all your questions now. Come on with it. We still got like we still got like 10, 12 minutes, something like that. You're gorgeous. Oh, thanks, John. I appreciate that. I really do. Okay, so did I kind of answer your question about okay, excuse me, Mr. Chris. Okay, I guess I'll stay a little longer. Oh my God, 2 hours. What are we gonna do for 2 hours, Chris? Please explain. What are we gonna do for 2 hours? I need to see this. What are we gonna do? Okay, all right, I'll be here. I don't know what we're gonna do. John. Okay, so anyway, so did I answer your question though did I answer your question about pickup lines? What's a loaded question, Chris? Oh, what are we gonna do for 2 hours? That is a loaded question. Okay. All right. So yeah. Anywho, but if you're interested, like, it would take some planning out, but I could also create that type of course too. Is that something that you guys would be interested in actually taking? You know, like a course surrounded around learning how to what, pick up a partner? What is your interest? What would you want to learn? What do you want to know? What are you needing right now in order to get in a relationship? What's going on? Like, what you need? Tell me. Because it sounds like, okay, pickup lines. Okay, I can help you there. Yeah, I can help you there. Pickup lines. Choosing a partner definitely could help you there. That's like the most important part of being in a relationship, is actually choosing the right partner. I have chosen the wrong partner on plenty of occasions, which is why I can tell you such. And I can tell you to be patient. Be patient. Just wait, okay? I don't care if you stay single for another 10 years. It's worth being single for 10 years, being stress-free and peaceful, than in a relationship with someone that you're not happy with, who you are vulnerable to, by the way, now, because now they know more about you than anybody else in your life. If if that's the type of relationship that you have, now they have access to your money, and they got access to your assets. They got, they have access to a lot of different things that could possibly be, risky in an altercation or a bad breakup. Okay. And sometimes it takes people like, oh my God, years to rebuild from a relationship that has totally broken them down. Having to, start again, maybe when you break up, you're like, the money, the money of having to find a new place, like, it's a big deal. And people don't really think about the aftermath, because they're so wrapped up in the ideal that they really just want to be with somebody. They say, oh my God, I gotta be with somebody. I gotta be with somebody. Who am I gonna my love to? Love yourself. And I heard, and I've heard this a lot, like, love yourself, love yourself. But a lot of people just don't know how to love themselves. It's hard, Yes. You know what, Lewis? Am I saying this right? Lewis or Louise? Lewis. I think it's Lewis. Marriages are really hard to get over, because you have to think about this, okay? First of all, you're creating a contract with someone, right? You're creating a contract with someone, and you're bonding your spirits. That's really what you're doing. You're bonding your spirits. And so when you go to disrupt that connection or pull that connection apart, it's like ripping a pillow apart. You could probably neatly cut the pillow would still be severed, and destroyed, but at least it would be neat, right? No, getting a divorce is like ripping that shit apart, like, and all the feathers is flying everywhere and everything, like. Chris Saller says, honestly, how not to be so all in too fast. Okay. Communication should be totally honest in the beginning, but in my situation it wasn't. See, yeah, that's the thing. People like to hold on to the information that would make them more vulnerable, when they should just be given that up front, so that you can make a more informed decision. And so when people are doing that, what you have to do is you have to how can I say this? You have to make sure that you're asking the right questions when you're starting to get to know somebody, and because what you want to do is vet them. You want to actually really court them. We've taken that part of relationships out. We don't really court people anymore. And in the courting process, you ask these types of questions, like, where do you work? Who's your mom? Where are they from? Where are you from? Where do you live? Yeah. Or do you get along with your mom? Are your parents still living? If not, are you married? Do you have someone? Do you have side chicks or side dudes? You got people on the side that you still talking to, interacting with, right? The best thing you can do is make sure that you're asking all the questions, because a lot of people will just hold the information and claim that you never asked. Okay, so it is your job to find out. It is your job to understand this person. to do your investigation. Remember, this is your investment. You're investing your energy and yourself into this person. So it's your job to make sure that you're doing your homework to make sure that you're investing in the right person for you. That's not going to tear up your life, you know? Let's see here. Hidden agendas. Yeah. Most people have hidden agendas when they have insecurities. When they have insecurities and they feel like whatever information they have, if they reveal it to you, that you won't love them anymore, or that you won't want them anymore, or that they can't have what they want. You know, the fear of rejection is the reason why people have hidden agendas. You know, the agenda is you. The agenda is to get you, or to get what you have, or to get you, like, to some aspect of you. You're the target, you know? So yeah, definitely. If you're the target and they feel like whatever they have to say or whatever they believe, what information they have is not going to get them what they want, then they're going to hide those, okay? Says Lewis says, you ever lie, then have to keep it going. I used to do that. You know what? When I was younger, like maybe around like 18, 19, because and not because like I was trying to get anything, but because my situation was just different. Like, it was just certain things about my situation, again, that I didn't want to display. I didn't want to put on display. So, you know, it was more of a privacy, like trying to you know, keep my privacy, and then having things come up later and then having to explain why I didn't say that, you know. But as I got older, I stopped doing that because it was just like, I don't know, it was just too much. My memory is too bad, too many lies to have to keep up with. Yeah, I was young and crazy. Oh, what did you say? Communication should be totally honest in the beginning. Yeah, but anyway, so the best thing you can do though is you can be honest. You know, you can be honest in a relationship, and you can ask all the right questions, okay? But at some point, you know, if you've run into somebody and you've done your homework, like you've asked all the right questions, you know, you're investigating, and this person is withholding information from you, then that's not your bad. But it is your responsibility to deal with the situation once you find out that you've been lied to. Like, find out why. I wouldn't say like get rid of the person. I don't know. Like, that's a personal choice. Like, if you find out in the beginning that somebody's lying to you, if you want to take into consideration why they were lying in the first place to try and forgive them and move forward with a relationship, then that's up to you. Me personally, I would say let it go and let them learn their karmic lesson and not lying, and that they won't get what they want by lying. That's what I would say. Let it go. Move on. Because what you want is somebody that's going to be honest with you, right? If that is important to you, then you need to make sure that you hold the standard. And holding the standard means that when you find out that you have encountered something other than what you really want, which is an honest person, it is your job to release that and let it go, and be secure enough in yourself to know that you can get someone who's going to be honest with you, and that you don't have to settle for someone who's going to lie to you, okay? That's the best thing you can do in a situation like that, because sometimes people will just lie. They will lie to you, and yeah, use you, everything. Yeah, keep it. Yeah, I say so too. Like, that's the best thing. Just be honest. Hey, the great, how you doing? Thank you, love. I appreciate it. I really do. Oh, I knew what you were saying, Chris. I knew you were saying keep it 100. No, it's all good. But yeah, so that's what I would say. Don't be afraid to enforce your standards. Don't, because If you let it slide one time, it might happen again. And if it happened once, that means that they're still capable of doing it. Do you know what I mean? Although, if you meet someone who doesn't lie to you, they're still capable of lying, but they're less likely to be a liar since they started out not lying. And someone who started out lying is more likely to be a liar because that's their like go-to. That was the first thing they thought to do, right? You're a complete stranger. You haven't done anything to this person. Why are they lying to you? You know what I mean? It'd be one thing to say, that's not a topic I would like to discuss. That's something else that I would rather, I'd rather not discuss this right now. But to blatantly lie and to come up and to create facts that aren't real, that's not really acceptable in my eyes. No, it's just not. The Great says, just here to catch some game. And oh, well, see, I gave some game a little bit earlier, so you might want to do a replay. Louis says, I was insecure. It was a financial thing. What do you mean a financial thing? Like you were insecure about your finances, or you were insecure about I'm going to assume that you're saying that you were insecure about your finances. Like, do you feel like you needed help in the finance area? Chris Eller says, so marrying just for security isn't cool. No. Okay, let me am I gonna say this? I don't know if I should share this. Yep, lying what I had to do to get yeah, no, you don't look. You don't have to lie. Look, you do not have to lie to get a woman. There is a woman that will accept. I wish y'all would get out. I just wish y'all would get out more. There is always someone who will accept what you have to offer. Okay? I don't care if you don't have anything to offer. There's someone who will accept that. Okay? So your job again is to be the investigator, to find somebody who's best for you and your situation and who you are and who you're trying to become. Don't forget that last part, because you can end up with somebody who wants you to stay where you are too. Sometimes you can meet somebody who likes you for who you are right now, and once you try to change or evolve or even become what you feel like may be a better version of yourself, they don't want you to do that because they like who they met. So you want to make sure that you're finding someone who is going to allow you to grow and to change as well. Because what if you don't want to stay the same? You have to plan for the unknown. And if you have a partner that is fixed and who will not allow for change because they're afraid of change, and they won't even change themselves, you don't want to get yourself into a situation like that either. So make sure that you are looking for that characteristic where they're flexible, they're okay with changing. You might even ask them, like, have you, like, I don't know, like, y'all got to do some real questioning, like, what does your future look like in 5 years? What does your future look like in 5 years? Or if if you needed to change something, how hard would that be for you? Something like that. Or if you needed to move, and if you needed to move, would you move? And questions like that start to bring out the way that a person really feels about their environment. Like, people will say really quick, oh no, I love this city, I would never go anywhere. Or or I hate this place, I would move in a heartbeat. You get to know people when you ask questions. Okay, so make sure you're asking the right questions. Lewis says, yep, lying what I had to get a woman. Okay, I read that. I met when I was young. Oh, you're married now? Okay. And then Chris says, then why do we seem to like, love, pursue those that don't have the same energy towards us? Well, I think that we do that because people that have like an surge of energy and love, they just want to give it out, right? You just want to find something to put your love on. Just, oh, I want to love on, People go get pets and, dogs and stuff like that because we are, as human beings, we are just, we love, and we just have to have somebody to put that love on. And when we don't, we get this anxious feeling, this anxiety, this oh my god, like, oh, I wish somebody was here. And what we don't understand is that energy you can actually turn around and redirect towards yourself, like literally putting your mind, like pulling your spirit back into yourself and really just taking care of yourself, observing yourself, paying attention to yourself. um, Guys don't really have beauty. Women don't really have beauty either. They don't really do beauty the way that they should. Beauty is self-love. That's really what beauty is, combing your hair and doing your nails and just taking the time to pay attention to yourself. Beauty is really self-care, okay? And so guys don't really have that. And so you kind of have to you could do the same things. You could brush your hair and, oil yourself down and lotion and stuff like that to try and give yourself more and more love. But I feel like a lot of guys wouldn't do that. They wouldn't really take the time out to care for themselves because, I don't know, maybe they think it's gay or they just haven't been taught to do so. But I think it's really important that guys do that as well. Women have learned how to do it. We're strong because we replenish ourselves. Women are able to take that time out to care for ourselves because we're expected to do that. Men are not expected to do that, so they don't. Yeah. So Chris, to answer your question, we seem to put our energy towards that because there's a lack there. There's a lack there that you notice, and we as humans, we really want to just love on things outside of ourselves. Jordania Brown, hey Jordania, how you doing? Jordania says, it's my first time on your live and I don't even know how I got here. Can you give me a heads up, Rish? Oh, okay. So we're talking about relationships right now, and a lot of like trying to like pick the right person, making sure that we are not picking people that are going to be codependent on us, and that we're not giving our energy out to people who are going to take our kindness for weakness, and that we're also selecting partners that are going to be best for us in the long term. So that's what we're talking about right now. Chris Saller says, do you believe in the 5 love? I do believe in 5 love languages. I do. I do. I think that they are just another set of tools that can be used to help you connect with your partner. There are, many other ways to kind of connect with your partner, but I think it does have some validity to like honing in on the things that would make your relationship better. So I actually use the 5 love languages format in my sessions with couples. So yeah. Louis says, I have self-care love. Nice cut. Smell good. Yes. But that's like, that's a form of self-love, like going to get your hair cut and a nice fit. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about literally taking your time, like, and getting like maybe some lotion or some oil and moisturizing your skin. Do you know that women actually like supple, delicious looking skin? You see how my face lit up when I thought about it? Because it's beautiful. And if you dry and you ain't putting on no lotion, then you ain't got supple skin. Why do you think bodybuilders, when they're going and doing their, their tournaments and stuff like that, right? Why do you think they grease up? Why do you think they oil down? Because it looks good, right? So I think a lot of men don't understand the skin thing. We like delicious, supple looking skin too. Just like y'all. Y'all like the smooth stuff. We like the smooth stuff too. I don't want my leg rubbing on a hard. I mean, y'all got to get over this, like hard men syndrome thing. Like, you can be a man, a hard, yeah, man, and still be nice and like touchable. Like, I want my skin to touch yours. Because when in the middle of intimacy, in the middle of having sex, in the middle of connecting naked in a bed, you know, that skin to skin contact is so important. And it plays a big part in that sexual experience. You know what I mean? The five senses, they record everything during an experience, okay? And if you can use all five senses to create an experience for your partner and yourself, then that's probably the best way to do it. And one of the senses is touch. And what are you touching when you're having sex? Each other. So the best thing you can do in a relationship is to make sure that you are touchable. When you taking care of yourself too. Let's see what else. Chris Aller says soft as the baby's butt. Bad boys. Smell is essential touch also. Yes, smell. And look, let me explain something about smell too, by the way. It's not always about smelling like Axis right out the shower or smelling like Lever 2000 or whatever soap you decide to use. Sometimes your natural smell, like okay, let's say you took a shower and then you went to the gym, right? So your body's clean of bacteria, but that pheromone that comes through with the sweat can be picked up and sensed by other people, women, men, everybody can sense it. But for women that are compatible, or for people that are compatible to you in particular, they can pick up on that scent, okay? And so it's not always about being smelling like you just got out the shower or having on a cologne. It's not. That smells good too, but pick the right smell for the right time, if that makes sense, okay? Because wrong smell or right smell wrong time, still wrong smell, if that makes sense. Lewis says smell is essential. Jordania Brown. Okay, I think I just in my feelings too much. That's why I always end up in the dark. What do you mean in your feelings too much and ending up in the dark? Chris Saller says physical touch is my primary love language. Yeah, mine too. I think my first one's like physical touch, and my next one is like acts of kindness or gifts, something like that. Either acts of kindness or gifts, I can't remember, but yeah, my first one's physical touch as well. Lewis says I love natural scent of women. That, you know what, the natural scent of a woman is nice. I'll just say that. And Chris Saller says Cremo body wash from Cremo. What is that? Who's Cremo? I'm not really in the men's section a lot, so I wouldn't know what that is. But it's cool. Whatever scent you like is okay. It's, you know what I'm saying? Just make sure it works for your body chemistry and make sure you're not putting on too much. Sometimes you can put on too much cologne because you get used to the smell. So the amount of sprays for you takes more for you to smell it than the person who's never smelled you before. So stick with the same amount of pumps every time. I don't care if you feel like you need more. I don't care if you don't smell it. We smell it. You don't need to put more than maybe 1 or 2 sprays on. That's it. And if it's Axis, 1. And don't hold it long either. Just let it go. Because those smells can be very overpowering. Chris Salad. Male body wash. Yeah. This is George. Hold on, where we go? Uh-oh. Oh, what? Why you recheck the message? Okay. All right. So I guess I'll address. You know what? Thank you, Lewis. I appreciate it. I'll be out here trying to educate you folks. My mirrors, y'all are just reflections of me. I promise. Everything you're asking me, I've thought about, or I've gone through, or I read about it, or I studied it. Now, if you, I don't know what you could throw at me that would start me to stuttering. But for the most part, you guys are my mirrors, like legit. Oh, okay. That's okay. Jordania, Chris Salaris, we appreciate you, Risha. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm trying to make this, it's already international. Okay. This channel's already international, and that's thanks to all the viewers and the audience and stuff like that. So I'm just trying to make it more efficient, useful, information, knowledge that's readily accessible and that can be, tapped into. Because like, let's say right now, like, you guys are fine, like there's nothing wrong with you and everything's good, but what happens if you meet somebody tomorrow, right? And then 2 weeks from now, somehow you fell head over heels in love with this person, and it's possible, and then you get dumped. You're gonna need my help, right? Well, I'm trying to plan for that. I'm trying to put the information out so that people can have the information at their fingertips, in their own privacy, in their own home or wherever they want to consume this information to help them out of really, really dark places. Because if you've never been dumped, or if you've never been like heartbroken, or feeling like lonely, it's really hard for people to conceive that dark place. Like, that is a really, really dark place to be, to feel like, that your investment in a relationship was wasted, or that you've been betrayed, or that you've been, like, years time has been stolen from you. Like, that, it's a really hard thing to come to terms with. And so, a lot of people suffer with it. You're thinking that the person you're going up to at McDonald's, got an attitude problem, but it's really because their girlfriend and their boyfriend just left them and they don't know what to do. So they sad all day and they mad at you. They being mean to you because they don't know what to do with their emotions. You know what I mean? Like, there's always, when people are not happy, there's always an underlining situation or issue, and people just don't know how to deal with it. That's all. Chris Aller says, we appreciate you, Risha. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep that humble spirit you have as you ascend in your journey. Thank you, love. I will. I work with, I work with spirit and universe, and they keep me pretty humble. And I say they, yes, because keep learning. You'll understand that it's a they. Moving on. Lewis says, it's hard for men, especially black men, to seek help. I just drink a lot. So drinking probably can, like, assist, help sometimes, but sometimes, like, if you overdo it, you're just suppressing your problems, and eventually they'll bubble over and come out during a drinking moment. I've had this happen to me. That's why I can explain this to you. And I can tell you when it happened. When my father passed away, I don't know, maybe was this 2019? When he passed away in 2016. So dang, it's been 3 years. When my father passed away in 2016, my father had taught me to be a very strong woman, to stand on my own, and to, like, just be independent, And so I thought that that's what I was doing. I thought I was being independent. I was being strong. I didn't cry or anything like that when he passed away. I was like, we got this, whatever. And then, like, I started drinking more, but I didn't really understand what was happening. I wasn't paying attention to myself either. So I didn't realize I was drinking more. I started drinking more. And then one night I was out with my friends having fun. We got drunk by accident. And I just started boohoo crying. Like, I vaguely remember this, by the way. I vaguely remember they told me, all of them, so happily to let me know. But I broke down because I had not allowed my subconscious to heal. I was just trying to move on and move forward, and I got this, I'm strong, but all the while I'm really fighting my body's mechanism to try and heal. So when with drinking, it's like you're kind of concealing it and covering it up, but sometimes though it'll bring it out of you, and depending on the type of person you are, it might not come out in a good way. So, man, yeah. Chris Aller says, preach. That's my current feeling with my marriage. Drinking didn't work. Yeah, I bet it didn't. Shoot. That's okay. I have since I've come to a better place with the passing of my father. So it's okay. Like, it's good. It's good. He's still with me, so it's okay. I came to understand too that energy never leaves, spirit never leaves. You can keep people alive as long as they you have them in your heart and you think about them and stuff like that. So, but yeah. Jordania says, I was in that same position when my best friend switched up on me. What you mean, like, switched up? Like, what happened? What happened? Look at me. What happened? But anyway, yeah, so while I'm waiting to hear what happened with I'm interested. What happened? But yeah, so relationships are hard. But if you want to be in one, you have to do the work in order for it to work out for you. For you and in your best interest. Let's just say that. And that's any relationship. That's relationships with boyfriends, girlfriends, best friends, associates, business partners. It's the same thing. They can all mess you up. All of them. Or put you in a better position. Anyway, so I feel like I have said enough. I'm parched. Hold on. Oh gosh. Okay, so yeah. Instagram, on there every day. Hit me up. Snap is live. It's popping. So just go over there, check it out. If you want an appointment, if you want to talk and you want a one-on-one with me, the appointment link is down at the bottom. If you don't want to see me, if you don't want to do like a video chat or something like that, that's fine. And you just want to ask me a question and I can record a video for you and send it to you, that's only $5. You can ask me whatever question you want and I will give you a full answer and I will record it and I will send it to you. So that link is called urgent response, an urgent response video. It's $5. It's down in the description. So if you were on here and you didn't want to like give your personal information or tell anybody your personal situation, hit me up. Okay, I hope you guys continue to think of me as your personal consultant and relationship coach. I love you guys a lot. And I'm going to really be working on putting this course material together. Okay, and so yeah, I'll keep you posted on everything. I hope that you guys have an amazing evening. Chris says thanks for longer than 30 minutes. You're welcome. Lewis, glad you stay longer. Me too. I'm glad too. This was actually really good. This is really good information, and I'm really glad that we are able to put this out there for people, because just like you guys have questions, other people have the same questions you guys have, and they don't get the opportunity to sit down with somebody who is actually trained in the area, who can direct them in the best path for them. There are a lot of coaches, okay? There are a lot of people that can teach you things. That's not the thing. For me, I give a more personal experience. I give a more isolated, more, privileged experience. I do. I go the extra mile. So, all right. Well, I will see you guys next Wednesday, 8 p.m. and Central Standard Time. Okay, so Central Standard Time. Remember that, 8 p.m. Wednesday, Central Standard Time. I will be here, rain or shine, happy or sad. I'll be here. Okay. I love you guys, and I will see you next time. Thanks. Mwah.